Thailand used to be the land of cheap living. Those days are gone. Prices are rising, rent is higher, and you can blow through cash here quicker than you think. So let's break down how much life in Thailand actually costs. The real numbers, not the Tik Tok tourist numbers. And if you still think Thailand is cheap, you've been watching the wrong videos. This place isn't the budget-friendly backpacker destination that it once was. And in fact, now some things are just as expensive here as they are back home, if not more. So today guys, I'm telling you exactly how much it is to live here in Thailand, and I'm also going to be breaking down how much I spend in 1 month. I've just come to a place called Blue Dragon Beach Club today, and I've never been here before, but we'll have a look around this place while I'm giving you the information for this video. Now, on the outskirts of most of the main cities, you can get small apartments for 6 to 10,000 baht, which is about $150 to $250, which is pretty cheap. But will you love it? Probably not. And will you want to move out after 6 months? Definitely yes. Now, a mid-range condo where most expats live will run you 12,000 to 25,000 baht a month, which is about $350 to $750, and that's exactly where I'm at. 15,000 baht a month. Now, if you want the villa life with a private pool, maybe a maid, some amazing views, this is going to run you up to about 40,000 baht a month. That is over $1,000, and don't forget about the deposits, bills, water, electricity, internet. Now, luckily, bills in Thailand are pretty cheap, and I pay around 1,500 baht a month for water and electricity, which is not bad. And for the internet, I pay 6 months in advance every time, and it works out to about 500 baht a month for good speed. So right now, so far, for the accommodation, bills, internet, water, electricity, I'm paying about 17,000 baht a month. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk to you about is food, and this one catches a lot of foreigners out here. And if you're like me and you're paying for 2 people and you've got 2 mouths to feed, then things can add up pretty quickly. So street food in Thailand is pretty cheap, let's be honest, 50 to 100 baht, just a couple of dollars. In restaurants like Central and Terminal, you can expect to pay anything from 200 up to 400, and that's still pretty reasonable. But if you're eating Western food every day, that's 500 to 1,000 baht every day, which is about 10 to 20 pounds for you Western people. And if you want to go out for a nice steak dinner, well, that's 3,000 baht minimum, and that's just for an average place also. Now, drinks in Thailand can be anywhere from 60 baht to 150 baht for a beer. In the beach clubs like this and the nicer places, you can pay up to 250 baht for a beer. And for cocktails, you're looking at about 200 to 400 baht for one cocktail. They're actually 550 baht in here, which is quite expensive. Now, it doesn't sound like much, but if you're doing this 5 nights a week on the trot, it's going to add up pretty quickly. Thailand can be cheap until you start craving fast food and margaritas at the end of the night. For me, on average, I spend about 1,000 baht on food every day for me and my girlfriend. 30% of the time, I do eat Thai food, so that helps bring the cost down a little bit. For both of us, for the whole month, minimum, I'm spending 30,000 baht a month just on food. And I know what you guys are thinking, why are you paying your girlfriend's rent? Why are you paying for your girlfriend's food? I do it because I'm a man, and that's what men do. Men provide and men put food on the table. So that brings the total up to about 47,000 baht a month so far. I haven't included drinks in that because drinks is sort of like going out. That's included in the nightlife, which we're going to get into in a moment. Next thing we're going to touch on is transport, because a fair bit of your money will get spent on this regardless of what you plan to do here. Now, the easiest way to get around is definitely motorbike. You can rent one for 2,000 or 3,000 baht a month, or you can buy one outright for 40 to 60,000 baht a month for an average bike. Alternatively, you can just get a 10 baht bus, and that's an easy way to get around. But if you are lazy, that 10 baht bus can become a 200 baht orange vest motorbike ride if you don't negotiate and you do tip as well. So last night I actually added up all of my Bolt and Grab rides for the whole month, got it written down here how much it did actually cost me. The amount was 3,261 baht. Let's add that to the total now, which brings us to 50,271 baht. The next topic we're going to dive into is the nightlife here, and this is where your budget will die. And I'm actually going on that boat over there right next to the pirate ship because I've got a friend here today and he's having a party on that boat next month, and we're just going to go talk about the nightlife over there and check out the boat too. Okay, here we are, the monkey boat. It's pretty cool, right next to the pirate ship. All right, I'm gonna jump on this boat now, find somewhere comfortable, and then we're gonna talk about the nightlife and how much all of this costs. All right guys, let's talk nightlife. Beers here, on average, 80 baht, I would say. Lady drinks on average 150 baht. Bar fines 1,500 to 3,000 baht, plus whatever else, if that's what you're into. I myself haven't been going out much lately, but when I did go out, I could burn 3,000 baht in a night easy, just on, you know, going out different places, me and my girlfriend drinking. But I'm looking at this now from a living here perspective, not a tourist perspective, because if you're a tourist, you're going to be going out every single day and spending a lot more money. So going out now, on average for me, twice a week, about 6,000 baht, times that by 4, that's 24,000 baht on nightlife a month. This is going to vary person to person, but I'm just giving you my life and what I think is the average amount. I'm going to try and get on that boat now, but while I'm here, I'm going to tell you that this boat is having a boat party going out on the 25th of October, and there's music, food. I'll put all the event details in the Mac TV network and put the flyer up for you guys so you can see the information. I'm probably going to be here doing a video or a live stream or something, so if you want to come down, you're more than welcome to come check it out. We're just back on Walking Street now, and I'm going to talk to you about all the hidden costs that people actually forget about when they're here in Thailand. I've just come to this B-Bloss place. This is another beach club, and we're going to dive into these topics right here. Okay guys, here we are at B-Bloss. I've had to come over to this quiet part of the place because I've got music blasting over there, and I just want to talk to you now about the hidden costs while you're living here in Thailand. And some of these are ones that you forget about, like laundry, haircuts, cat food, any pet food if you end up getting a pet. And another one is clothes as well. I find myself buying new clothes, t-shirts all the time, and all these little things do add up. I'm just going to add all this up, all these hidden costs, at around 10,000 baht, because there's a lot of random stuff that I pay for on day-to-day basis that I'm just going to include in all this hidden costs thing. And every different person out there is going to have their own hidden costs that they're not going to account for when they're planning to come to Thailand. So I'm going to add this 10,000 baht on now to cover all these hidden costs that you might not be aware of. As nice as this place is, it's so loud in there and I can barely hear anything on the camera. So thank you, Cop and Cab. So we're going to go to another place now. What the hell's going on down here? What's going on here? Okay, I've found somewhere with a bit of peace and quiet. So the other thing that I have to mention is about visas, and I know a lot of people get different visas, DTV, education, and I'm not too sure on the prices for DTV because everyone seems to be doing them for different prices at the minute. But I know for an education visa, it's going to set you back $1,000. So if you divide that by 12 and just add that on, or do the same with the DTV, that's individual for every person though, so it's going to be different. I'm not going to include that into the costs, but you can include that into your budget if you do want to add it up. And lastly, the other thing is just about health insurance and any doctor's visits visits or health check or dentist, stuff like that. Not everyone does this, to be honest, but you know, this is something that you might want to think about if you do want to come to Thailand to start a life here. Now, looking at these numbers, guys, I am officially spending double what I am now to the amount that I was spending when I first got here. And I think this will happen to everyone if you stay here for a long enough amount of time, because the longer you stay here, the longer that you find more random things to spend your money on. You want to be comfortable while you're here, and you do spend money making your life easier, whether that be a nicer condo, a quicker mode of transport, or just, you know, things you like to do, food you like to eat, any stuff like that. So I am actually spending a lot more money now than when I first got here, but my situation has changed and I do have a lot more things going for me now than I did when I first got here with YouTube and everything else. I have actually just bought a bloody car as well, so if I did add that amount onto what I've spent this month, that would bring the total up to about 193,000 baht, which is probably the most amount of money I've ever spent in 1 month, to be honest. And I have actually spent more than that because I've bought a load of modifications in the last few days for my car, so I've spent quite a bit of money this month. But you don't buy a car every month, do you? And this is not about that. This is about all the other daily life costs. One more thing that I did forget to mention is subscriptions, and I try to keep my subscriptions to a minimum. I hate subscriptions because I always forget to cancel them. The only one that I do pay for is Netflix, and that's only 400 baht, but I know a lot of other people have a lot of different subscriptions. Now, if you are coming to Thailand and you do want to keep your spending to a minimum, there's a few things you can do to help with that. Don't get going out every single night of the week. Keep your subscriptions to a minimum. Try and eat as much Thai food as you can, and of course make sure you order your broccoli off the Mac TV network and avoid these stupid high street prices that you're paying in the shops. Please let me know if I forgot to mention anything in this video. If there's something that you're paying for that I haven't already spoke about, let us know in the comments. And also let us know in the comments how much you spend in Thailand every month. What are your outgoings for the month as a whole? Share with us.